Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a recent pickups video. Granted, a couple items in here I've actually technically got a while back, but I haven't done any of these videos in a while, so I figured I'll cover the last like 3, 4, 5 months or however long. I am trying out a new microphone, a DJI mic for the phone, so hopefully it sounds much better than the ones I've been using previously. But yeah, let's jump into it. So to start things out, I'll probably go with the books. We have this illustrated history of 151 video games. It's really cool. It has like across various consoles, a history of different, I guess, big games that really were a difference maker, games that were impactful, maybe big, popular at the time. Let's say Super Smash Brothers, R-Type. We have Ghouls and Ghosts in here. And it just has some screenshots and just various information about those games, the history, you know. To me personally, I really enjoy these kind of books, both for the artwork and also just kind of seeing the history of things. So, definitely recommend for those that are more of game nerds. So, the next book that we have here is this art book, The Art of Dead Space. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It's artwork from the Dead Space remake. I never played the OGs, but I did play the remake and I really enjoyed it. Other than some crashing issues that I had, I do have a playthrough of it on my channel. And yeah, a lot of cool concept art, sketches, ideas, designs that they've had. Weapons, enemies, all of the various things. Next one I gotta walk over here and grab real quick. So we actually have this Game Boy, the box art collection. That's really neat. I've been eyeing this one up for quite a while and finally jumped on it. So as stated, it has essentially the cover art of different Game Boy games throughout history. I think it goes back through, I don't know if I think it includes both the modern, like Game Boy Advance, and then also the OG one, but it might just be the OG one. Okay, I think this one's just the OG Game Boy. There is, I think, one for like Game Boy Advance as well, but and this has like Japanese games as well as NA release games. There's some screenshots at the bottom there of different games as well, and then obviously the cover art for boxes. So jumping over into the game department, we'll get this one out of the way since it's one for this category. But we have this Duke Nukem 64 game that my girlfriend got me for my birthday. Should be really fun to try out. On the N64, I do have a number of N64 games, and like Duke Nukem, Doom, Quake, those type of games are some of my favorite categories of games, especially from the old times, and even some of the more modern releases that they have for these type of games. And just a shout out to Bits and Glory for helping her find a website where she can pick it up and be reliable. So next category will probably be a PC game. So I got this Rainbow Six Lockdown. I've played a few of the OG Rainbow Six games on the PC back in the day. Unfortunately, they put a sticker here, so I kind of ripped things up a little bit, but overall still pretty good quality, and it's really, I love like the big boxes with the opening covers like this. Give you some screenshots and whatnot. But yeah, OG Rainbow Six games are pretty fun, and you can surprisingly find a lot of them for fairly cheap on like Amazon. So next item will be a PS4 game. I think it's the only PS4 game I have on the list as well. The Yakuza Remaster Collection. I'm a pretty big fan of the Yakuza series. I've played through Yakuza Kiwami, I think it was. Back in it, like that was my first one, and then I played through the newer ones, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and then the Infinite Wealth. And then I'm playing through the Pirate one right now, which I think is on this list as well, the Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So, but I do look forward to going back and trying out some of the other ones. Next item here will be with the PS5 collection. So we have Silent Hill F. Played through this one already, beat the story. Really enjoy the atmosphere and everything being in Japan. Fun game, I definitely recommend it. And I did start a new playthrough of it on like the hardest difficulty, kind of going for achievements. We'll see if I get around to actually getting it, but yeah, enjoyable game to play. Next item we have here is Mafia: The Old Country. I'm a pretty big Mafia fan, and I already played through pretty much Mafia 1, 2, and 3. I didn't play the first one, I played the remaster of it, but I didn't play it back in the day. I think I might have started it a little bit at some point, but definitely a good series in my opinion. This one was pretty fun, fairly small in comparison to the other ones, and they were releasing a free update that I haven't gotten around to checking out to see if they actually released it yet or not. That was supposed to add some more content, but I ended up playing this on PC for a YouTube playthrough because it was on, I think it was on, did I get it on Steam? I might have gotten it on Steam because it's fairly cheap, but I had this one pre-ordered for PS5, and so since I already played it on Steam, I didn't open it up yet, but maybe at some point I'll open it up and play it on console as well, maybe go for the achievements. This one, I like to keep games sealed if I can, but I can hear this one's kind of loose in there, so I'll probably open this up just to fix the disc so it doesn't get beat up. But I played this for a playthrough for YouTube as well. It's on my channel, and I really enjoyed this one. It had like a really nice atmosphere, kind of a smaller indie-made horror game taking place on like an oil rig. So I ended up getting it for PS5 just for if a game that I really enjoy that I play on PC. If it's something that I would think maybe I'll go back to and play at some point, and it's fairly cheap like this, I'll try to pick it up on a PC if I can. I mean on like console, like physical edition. I know things aren't as physical as they used to be nowadays anyways, but still. Then we have Quiet Place Road Ahead. Haven't tried this one out yet, obviously, it's still wrapped up, but do look forward to getting around to this one. It had pretty good ratings, and from what I've seen, people seem to have enjoyed it, so. Oh, missed out on one PS3 game, we'll cover that later on. We'll continue with the PS5 stuff. So we have The Bridge Curse 2, The Extraction, or Extrication. This one was a pretty interesting, I think it's like a Taiwanese game, horror game. It's pretty fun, has some cool concepts to it. I ended up playing through it shortly, I think after I got back from the Japan trip. And the only way you can get the first one physically is if you order it from PlayAsia, so I'm thinking of doing that at some point here. But yeah, this is another one I was kind of going for all achievements, but we'll see if I get around to it. I have to play through the story again and collect some items, I think, if I recall. So, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4. Not really much to say here, kind of just following with the remaster of 1 and 2. This is 3 and 4. It did change up a lot of things. They made it more like 1 and 2, where it's just doing like game of skate and all that kind of stuff, or not doing game of skate, but collecting all the skate letters and doing the standard 2-minute thing. They kind of removed the quest style gameplay that the OG had, but still fun just to hop on and play and get some trophies, complete some challenges, and just mess around. I mean, you get what you kind of expect out of a Tony Hawk skateboarding game. So Black Ops 7, mostly got this one physically for the sake of the collection. I have pretty much every Call of Duty game at this point physically, with the exception of a few. I think maybe for like PSP or whatever, or maybe like the Xbox or something. But for the most part, have pretty much all of them. Obviously, there's some really good ones. I would not say this is a good one. I did play through this story for YouTube, doing this PlayStation playthrough. Ended up finishing the game and pretty much uninstalling it. So, Madden 26. I'm one of those people that doesn't really pick up sports games very often. I believe if you do pick one up, you should pick one up every like 10 years because for the most part it ends up being the same stuff every year. Part of the reason why I got this one though was because of the Saquon Barkley. He went to Penn State, I went to Penn State, so been a Saquon fan for a while, and now he's in the Eagles, so I've seen him on the cover. It's pretty cool, a little more unique. I'll probably get around to playing it at some point. I mean, I don't hate Madden games. I think they can be fun to play. And like I said, I haven't picked one up since probably like Madden 11. So I'll have to give it a go. Getting into some bigger boxes here. For those that follow the channel, you might have already seen this one, but I did an unboxing of the Pirates of Yakuza or Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I'm playing through this one right now. It's been pretty fun. It definitely has its own unique concept to it in comparison to Infinite Wealth, and both kind of being in Hawaii, you get to see the same areas, you do some of the same missions and like little side quests, but the overall idea of the game is kind of unique. So next we have Expedition 33. So Clair Obscura, a lot of controversy with that. Got the Game of the Year. This one's really really nice game in my opinion. It's a lot of fun, a lot of kind of unique concepts to it and how they approach the RPG combat and everything. Visually looks stunning. I do have a vinyl coming out as well at some point, but I had this on, I think I played through it on Game Pass when it first released on Xbox Game Pass, and I did really enjoy it like I mentioned. So when I found out that they do have a physical edition coming, I ended up getting it. It took a little bit of time. I looked around, waited for it to become available and whatnot. I think it was for a while, it was in pre-order mode, and got this for a reasonable price considering it comes with like the character cards and a couple things. Might do a little unboxing of this as well. I mean, it's not too crazy, but it's still kind of cool. So then the last one for PlayStation 5 is this. I think the exact name of it. What is it? Slitterhead. This one looked really interesting. I've seen a few videos of it. I haven't gotten a chance to actually play it yet, but I did an unboxing of this a while back when I first picked it up. Has some cool items. I think you like take over bodies in this and control them, and you gain different abilities based off of that, if I recall. So based on like, I guess, people's personalities and things. So kind of an interesting concept. Definitely looking forward to giving it a go at some point. And then finally for PlayStation, we have The Godfather Dawn's Edition. So The Godfather, I really like Godfather series. I played through the second one and got the Platinum Trophy in it, but I never played the OG one. And I found it for like or I guess I was trying to look for it for a while online and stuff. I couldn't find like a good copy of it. And my friend was at the store, Ryu, another fellow streamer / YouTuber, not as active nowadays, but he happened to be at a store near him and they had it, so he picked it up, and then it took a little while for it to get my way just because of the distance and forgetting the game, but made it over here back in July, I think. So kind of looking forward to trying this out, because like I said, I really enjoy Mafia type of games, and Godfather 2 was a lot of fun with all of the territory control and that sort of thing. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what this game has to offer. And our final category here is going to be some Switch games. So we have, first we'll just kick off these at the same time. I have Deadly Premonition, Origins, and like I guess like the second game, pretty much. Deadly Premonition 2. I played through the first one recently for YouTube, and then the second one kind of has this weird, more anime style to it, and I heard it's not as good. The first one obviously has a lot of bugs too, but it's a little more unique in its own way and kind of fun, kind of quirky, but yeah. So then we have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I just recently finished Arceus finally, and then I haven't gotten the newest one yet, but I did want to play through this one, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So I'm glad to finally have picked this up once I finish up a couple other games here that I've been playing off like YouTube off stream on Twitch, or not Twitch, on Switch. I'll get to this one as well. So we have Fun Mission 2 Remaster. I've been playing through the first one, the remaster version. It's one of those games that it's a specific one that I played on PlayStation 1, which I do have now. I think it's the Front Mission 3, but it kind of holds a special place in my heart just because of nostalgia and stuff. So pretty fun series, kind of turn-based, like mecha type of game. So I've never played a Shin Megami Tensei game, but this one was pretty cheap and it looked interesting, so I definitely want to give it a try at some point here. I don't even know how many games I have in this series, and I think Persona is sort of like a spin-off off of these games as well, and they're all kind of interconnected in some way. So, but I've yet to actually play any of those, so this should be a interesting start. I don't even know if this is a good starting point, but it is what it is. And finally, we have Sword of the Vagrant. Another one that I saw for fairly cheap for the Switch, and I feel like my Switch collection is fairly small. I do enjoy playing those games, and this is one of those games that kind of, sure, I could have picked it up on like PlayStation or whatnot, but it seems like it's a more suited game for a handheld where you can kind of just hop on, play it a bit, complete some levels, hop off. So it's a little platforming game. So yeah, guys, anyways, that concludes this recent pickups video. I'm gonna put things out here, take a look. Obviously I have a good chunk of items here, but like I mentioned, it's all been over time, not something that I just picked up in one day. So, but yeah, there we go. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I catch you in the next one.